Hello, my name is Jen Soto, and I am a Guatemalan initiated Mayan wisdom guide following the Cachiquel lineage. Today, I want to share with you a little bit about the sacred 5-day period, which begins on February the 14th, 2024, known as the Wayeb, and also called Tepiquij here in Guatemala. So, what is the Wayeb? And to explain that, I will begin by mentioning two Mayan calendars. The Maya had a calendar system. That means different calendars for different purposes, to measure different things, different cycles, and each one will have a different cycle. All of these calendars fit and move together like gears on a clock. And the most known Mayan calendar is the Chulkij, the 260-day calendar. This is the one that has the Nahuales, or the Mayan day signs, which are 20, with 13 energies each. So 20 times 13 gives us a cycle of 260 days. This calendar talks about the relationship or the connection with the human, with everything in creation and the entire cosmos. So it's the one that helps us reconnect with the natural cycles of life, to remember and to bring ourselves to balance with everything. And then we have the Ab calendar, which is the solar calendar of 365 days. And this calendar has 18 months of 20 days each, plus an extra 5-day period, which is known as the Wayeb. This period is sacred and very important for us because it's the transition between these two cycles. We don't end a cycle and the next day begin another one. Naturally, it needs to be a moment or a time for integration. And this period is important for us because the elders say that what we do on these 5 days of the Wayeb will influence our lives in the coming cycle. That is why we retreat and go within, making an evaluation of our lives from the closing cycle. In this way, also, we reinforce our communication with the sacred energies, with ourselves, and with the people around us. So on these days, we do cleansings, physical and energy cleansings. We ask around forgiveness or releasing any low vibrational thought, belief, feeling, or habit. We pay debts. We help people in need. And as it is a purification period, we practice abstinence, avoiding any excess or any damaging habit or food, or any damaging substance also. And some people fast, other people do a detox or cleansing diet to take care of their bodies also. So in this way, we prepare ourselves for the new coming cycle. And there is a specific energy for any cycle of time. So in the Chulkij calendar, we see how every single day has its specific energy. In the solar system, also there's an energy for a month and an energy for the year. And the energy that will influence the entire, the next 360 days of the solar calendar will be the energy of the first day of that Ab cycle or solar cycle. And that is what we call the year bearer. There are 4 year bearers of 13 numbers each, and 4 times 13 gives us a cycle of 52 years. So a specific year bearer with a specific number won't repeat until 52 years later. So that gives us a possibility to focus on something specific in a year that is going to be different for each year. So I'm going to give you a general view or a basic view of what can you work with in this Wayeb cycle. As I said, because the year bearer doesn't repeat until 52 years later, it's the same thing with the Wayeb. The specific energies of the 5 days or the Wayeb are going to be different every year. So I'm going to share what could be the focus for this year. So the first day of this Wayeb will be 7E. So on this first day is where we kind of say goodbye, so to speak, to the bearer of the closing cycle. It was the bearer for 360 days. Some people call the Wayeb the period or the days out of time, but that doesn't mean that we're out of time or disconnected. No, the count of the days never stops. What this means is that every day, every first day of every Wayeb will be the same Nawal, in this case, of the year bearer. So the last year bearer or the year bearer of this closing cycle was also although it came with the number 11. So on this day, it's like the year bearer is giving back its staff of rulership. So that's why the year bearer is the influence for the 360 days, and the Wayeb doesn't have a bearer. What that means is that if we don't have a ruler, so to speak, then we take responsibility for ourselves. That's why this period or this cycle is very important, because we need to take a responsibility for our own energy. So literally means path or journey. And as I said, the year bearer or this closing cycle was also So the focus for this first day could be observing what we have experienced in this last cycle, the path that we have walked in this last cycle. How far have we gone in this life cycle? And there is something very interesting in this specific Wayeb, because you're going to see that the number of the day with the Nawal of the day is going to have a lot of things in common. So in this Wayeb, they both work together. I mean, they always work together, but in this time they have a lot of things in common. So the focus will be a little bit more specific. Is the energy of conciliation between different visions or points of view. The number seven is the energy at the top of the pyramid. So is that energy that gives us the ability to see the whole picture or the higher picture of something. And the number 7 is about, because it's a pyramid, it's about integrating life experiences. So both A and the number 7 gives us this neutral way of seeing things as an observer. So when we see things as an observer, as observers, we can actually see things as they are. So it's like when we're watching a movie or reading a book, we get excited and with what we're watching or reading, but we don't take it personal. So it could be a little bit like that. So watching our movie, watching or reading our own story, and from there, we will see the things or specific themes that may have repeated in this last cycle. And then we observe, okay, this situation repeated, and that means that this cycle maybe helped me learn this specific thing. So you can work with that. What have you learned from your life experiences, from the paths that open for you, or the path that you walked through on this life cycle? And you can look where you are at also in this present moment and see how far have you walked, because sometimes we tend to focus to the future, but when we pay attention and look back, we are able to say like, wow, I've learned all of this, I've changed, and I've accomplished all these things. So that's a good way to start that view or introspection about the last cycle. The second day of this Wayeb is 8 Ah. Both Ah and the number 8 brings masculine energy. And one of the different things that represent Ah is home, is coming back home. So today could be a good day to clean your house, to fix your physical home, to throw out old things, broken things. Some people tend to save things from the past, mementos and things from the past. But sometimes these things just take also our energy, because not all of them will have nice memories, right? So today you can do that cleansing of your house. You can also smudge your house, and you're going to see the difference in energy that makes. Maybe there's a thing that you have been wanting to fix for a while, and today you could say like, okay, today is the day to start, or at least start this thing that you have postponed. And there are different ways in which we can see in a well, but as I said, I'm giving you a basic and general focus, and then you can go as deep as you want. The third day of this Wayeb is 9-ish. And again, you're going to see that both ish and the number 9 brings feminine energy. So the previous day, we did a physical cleansing. We take physical action. The feminine energy is the energy that connects us within, what's happening inside of us, our emotions, our intuition. It's a day to pause, an energy of silence, an energy of introspection. So if you can, take the day for yourself, because Ish talks about nourishment also, so you can nourish yourself. Today you can also clean your altar, because Ish represents the altars or sacred places around the world. If you live near a sacred place, you can go and visit that sacred place, give an offering, or work on making, as I said, cleaning your altar, which is your own sacred place, but also your body. Your body is as a sacred altar. So that's why you can nourish yourself today. Be kind to yourself and be patient, because sometimes we push ourselves and we want things done as fast as we can, or receive answers about some things. So Ish is that energy that says, no, just pause for a little bit, sit for a moment, go in silence, and reconnect with yourself. And that's where we find the answers that we're looking for. Today, you can do anything to reconnect with Mother Earth, with the elements of Mother Earth. You can do a cleansing, an inner cleansing with plants, or you can use any tool that you have at hand to help you cleanse yourself inside from emotions, from thoughts, from fears. You can listen to to sound frequencies, for example, to elevate our vibration. Anything that will bring you to this place where you feel calm and where you can connect with yourself. The fourth day of this Wayeb is then Si. Si literally means bird. And we see the birds as messengers from spirit. So we can ask spirit also to help us with creating the vision for the cycle ahead of us. The kin is the one that brings the vision. And the number 10 represents manifestation. So it is that new vision that we want to start working for it to manifest. So when we have a vision, an idea of what we want for the coming cycle, then we can go within and observe if our thoughts, emotions, and actions are in coherence with that vision. Otherwise, they cannot manifest. The kin is also the energy of abundance, of giving thanks for the blessings that we have received. So you can look around. What are you grateful for today? What are you grateful for in this last cycle? And it's not only the things that we are excited for that happened in this last cycle. It could be the lessons, it could be the teachings that maybe at the moment they didn't feel that fun, but now you say like, well, now I learned this, now I understand this, so thank you. What are you grateful for? And also it's a good day to share your abundance and your gifts with others. And by abundance, I don't mean only money and physical things. But for example, if you have time, you can donate your time for someone who needs it today. You can donate it for a good cause. You can volunteer to do something. Maybe your neighbor needed something to fix and he or she can't. You can help them. Maybe you're experiencing joy in your life at this moment. You can share that joy with someone who needs it. You can send a message, encouraging message for someone who needs it. It's up to you. How would you share your blessings with others? Because when we give to life itself, and then we receive it. So we can all experience abundance in different ways. And the fifth day and last day of this Wayeb is 11 Ahmak. Ahmak is the energy that works or talks about forgiveness, about acceptance, about compassion. So it has the number 11. The number 11 is the number that brings things up to the surface to be seen, so we can take responsibility of that. So as I said, the year bearer of the closing cycle was also 11A. So what are the things that came up to the surface in this last cycle to be seen? So then you could heal them, transmute them, integrate them, and so on. So this day could be about that. Okay, if you're still mad with someone about something, you can sit with that and see, okay, I think it's time to release this. So we can use this day to release any damaging emotion, habit. Why? Because even when we begin a new cycle, that doesn't mean that things are going to change and be different just because it's a new cycle. No, if we continue grabbing old things from the past, we're not going to create something new, but we're going to continue repeating the same things. And Ahmad is connected to our ancestors, to the ethereal beings that are on the other side of the veil, so to speak. And today you can offer the work that you have done on this Wayeb, your insights, your healing, your gratitude, all the things that you work through this Wayeb, you can now offer them to the ancestors, to the ethereal beings, to our guides, because sometimes we have a specific idea of or belief of how things should be or should happen, but those are our own ideas. But when we give that to them, well, they will try to find from all the possibilities in existence which one will be the best for you. So yeah, today also with Ahmad, it's another day to be kind to yourself. Ahmad will be seen as the bee and the honey. Reminds us that everything that we do it with sweetness, right? And that's why Ahmad talks about compassion. Be compassionate with yourself. Don't push yourself so hard, and don't push others so hard, because each one of us is walking our own path. We're learning different things. We're in a different moment of our lives path. So that will be the general or basic focus of the 5 days of this Wayeb. And then on February the 19th, we celebrate the new year and we welcome the new year bearer that will be 12 Noach. So in a general way, we can see Noach, 12 Noach, as the year where things also come to an end to connect more with our wisdom. Noach, it's about knowledge and wisdom, but how we transform or transmute the knowledge that we have gathered through our life into wisdom, is the pursuit of truth. So we see in a general level that a lot of ancient wisdom is coming up stronger. A lot of people, more than before, they're starting questioning things and looking for truth, looking for this wisdom to remember. The number 12 is the number that closes cycle. So I do feel that at a personal level, I've heard a lot of people feeling that way, like things coming to an end. So we need to learn to close these things, to bring closure to something. Every time that we close a cycle, every time that we heal, that we transmute, that integrate something, there's a shift in energy. And we liberate ourselves or unblock ourselves so we can connect more and more with our truth, the truth or the wisdom that our soul brings. And then we can understand also or even experience the wisdom from ancient cultures, or listen to the guidance of our guides and all these kinds of things. So in the Mayan wisdom, we're here in Guatemala, we're going through this period of when humanity is remembered. So just remember that what we're doing right now in this present moment is working towards this new earth, this new humanity, where we can remember, where we can come back to balance, reconnect with ourselves. Remember means coming back to the center. So it's going to be interesting what this new cycle will bring. And the number 12, it's also seen by some people as the number of community. So I do feel that it's important to surround ourselves with people that are also walking this path. You're going to see maybe how your circles, your tribe is changing, right? Because as you're evolving, also the people that are not evolving with you well, you won't be able to connect. So it is important to surround ourselves, if not in a physical way. Well, now with the internet, we have the opportunity to connect virtually with people all around the world that are also sharing this knowledge, that are remembering this knowledge and walking with this path. So I hope this video was helpful. As I said, this is the general view. And even if you don't follow the Mayan calendars or each day or are not immersed in the Mayan wisdom, you can take this as a language, and you can just take 5 days for yourself using this focus, and I assure you that it will bring you a new energy. It will help you feel lighter, if not lighter, well, a little bit more aware about some things. So many blessings for you on this Wayeb in preparation for the new cycle. And if you would like to connect with me for a Maya reading, a consultation, or to ask me something, you can contact me, sorry, through my website, mayanreadings.com. So it was my pleasure to share with you. And again, many blessings on your path. Bye.